favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Any objections on file?
No written objections on file.
Further discussion?
Yes, here too, I have, I don't follow right in suit here. I don't believe the salary assigned to the council member for each regular and special session warrants a 100% increase. I don't understand, again, or been provided any information until tonight, as to why we should be increasing from $50 to $100 per session as indicated. I do believe the council member should be compensated as currently prescribed in section 1706 compensation, which states the salary of each council member is $50 for each meeting of council attended. Each time the mayor calls council into session, it is for regular, special, and work session purposes. Currently, the council receives compensation for regular and special sessions only. The council may sit on an average of 5 special sessions per year, given the fact that the council sits in more than 8 work sessions annually, 5 or 6 evaluating and preparing the city budget, and as many as 2 to 4 other work sessions. The council should be compensated accordingly. As an example, calculating using the salary increase, the $100, on 24 regular sessions and just 5 special sessions, the council effective January 1 would be receiving $2,900 for the first year. By contrast, calculating the standing $50 per session salary, 24 regular, exaggerating to 15 special sessions and 15 work sessions, the total falls to $2,700. I do believe the council should be compensated fairly for members' time and as currently provided for by ordinance for regular, special, and work sessions. In addition, I do not believe increasing council members' salary is in serving the best interest of the tax-paying citizens.
Again, on our committee, the feeling here is that there are so many committee meetings, and people are involved with at least 3 committees apiece, and each of those committees meet probably at least once a month, if not 2 or 3 times a month, sometimes more. It again goes back to the fact that I don't think we've received a lot of compensation for some of the meetings that you've talked about there. I think, it's all we've had is, we've never done the compensation for, I think, outside of a specially called meeting or regular session. Those are the only times we've compensated council members. And so I think, it's not a big dollar amount, but it's also indicative that the council is very active. And if council wants to go back to meeting twice a month, then I think $50 a meeting's fine. But I hope the council doesn't go back to that. And personally, I'm not going to benefit from this because I'm not going to run again. So I think it's worthwhile that whoever is on the council does receive something in this order. So that was our thinking.
Well, one of the things that, when I was on the council, and you were there, Bob, until our council, we decided as a council to meet for the budget meetings. Prior to that, that didn't happen, the way we did it. Before that first year, we come in and this is how it was, and da-da-da-da. When we changed that, but we chose to change it. We didn't ask for any extra compensation, but we wanted to be more involved in the making of the budget, and so that's how that involved. And we just felt that we needed to be more part of the budget, and 7, 8, 9 meetings, whatever. Some of them were pretty long and tedious at the time, but we chose. It was our decision at the time, and I understand what you're saying, John. And just to let you know, it was a census amongst the council, and there was no conversation actually discussed other than if we wanted to be part of the budget. And so we chose to. Just to let you know what happened in the past.
I think on this one, I agree with John, and I'm not gonna benefit one way or another, cause I'm not running again either. I said I'd do 2 terms. But, as far as I'm concerned, we could leave the amount the same, but get paid for the special sessions and the workshops and the regular sessions that we attend.
That was part of the concern of the committee, is that if we started paying for every meeting, we might have, some committee meet twice a week every,
Yeah.
Yeah, but
No,
but
not the,
defining, again,
not
committee
the
meetings are
committee.
not a quorum, they're not called by the mayor.
yeah.
You call, as chairman of a committee you're involved with, I do the same thing, Arletta does the same thing, Bonnie does the same. We call those committee meetings, but that's not a quorum. That's specifically designed not to be a quorum. But I'm only talking about the meetings that the mayor calls a workshop, special session, and obviously regular sessions, which we currently don't receive compensation for the work sessions we do for the specials. So I'm just saying that we make sure that the accounting process incorporates those officially held meetings and compensate accordingly.
That's something that I've questioned ever since I came onto this, and onto council, was the way it was worded, that we were supposed to be paid for, especially those work sessions and stuff, everything, that we were all here together, and that's never been done. So I don't really think we've been following our ordinance as far as I'm concerned. And so I'd like to see us just even start doing that. Whether we increase the amount is beside the point.
Can we vote
Um,
for back pay now?
What?
Retroactive, Vice Schweitzer.
I know.
only if you run again.
No,
Yeah.
sorry.
And amending the budget accordingly.
Yeah. No, I don't warrant us doing any, going back pay or anything. But I've often, and yet I started out not realizing that we even got paid. When I ran for office, I didn't realize you got paid anything. I thought that was icing on the cake. But then as I read the ordinance, I thought, well, at least if I'm gonna do it, why don't we do it like it's supposed to be done? And we really haven't been, because of all the extra meetings, especially for, the times that we have, during budget hearing, which is an important time that I think we all need to be here, and we do all need to be involved in that. But I think it should be something that that the council is compensated for it also. So meetings that have quorum, the majority of the people, those meetings should be paid for. Now, whether we do it at the current $50, raise that, again, 100% increase to me, bothers me to have that big of an increase, but, whatever we pass, we'll see what the community thinks.
But it's
when they-
$50 to $50. It's not like we're increasing 25,000 to 50,000, you know, I mean, it's, I think you have to keep in perspective, you can use numbers to whichever way you want to, and when you say 50%, 50% here, or 100%, we're talking $50 on top of $50. It's, I don't wanna mislead if somebody just stepped in and looked at the TV and somebody said, oh, we're gonna give them 100% raise, I want them to know that it's $50 on top of $50,
Right.
not.
Right.
But I do think we need to clarify and make sure we follow the ordinance by paying for the things that are stated in there, whether that needs to be reworded. I don't know that it needs to, but I would like to see us start paying for those things that actually is in the ordinance that we really haven't been doing.
When I kinda go
along
back
on
to
top of
what
that.
the mayor said is, when we first went on to council, the council was very inactive, and I think we were basically led to believe that if you're gonna be active and have meetings and things, fine, but, you're not gonna get paid for it. So, you know.
Barb, if they paid us for each meeting, you know, like they're talking, would that create more bookwork for you?
And just for clarification, or for the public's view, I mean, we haven't intentionally not been following our order, we've just been following suit of past administration.
Right,
Right.
exactly, no, we know that.
So,
Yeah.
I don't care
Yeah.
how y'all wanna be paid, just let me know and I'll tell you how to be paid.
Pass the note down.
Bullion.
Chicken or beef?
It's better for you.
Yeah, we just need an understanding of,
Yeah.
and clarification, if you want us to follow and be paid for workshops and special sessions and regular sessions, then.
Well, that just goes along to what I said, that, you know, basically, if you wanna be active, fine, but you're not gonna get reimbursed for being active.
You guys are paid on a quarterly basis, and we just keep track by roll call, and that's how, when the quarter is time for payment, then we just, add up Vicki has a timesheet, and she submits that and submits it to me, and I double check it for your attendance and return it to her, and then she issues your checks.
guess that's where we were thinking, you know, you increase it, I mean, that's basically 24 meetings, that extra $50 in there, that then you're not, I guess, you know, every time the council gets together, you don't have to keep track of all of that. That was, if you wanna go the other route, that's fine too. I mean, I guess we just didn't,
I think we thought it would be cheaper to pay the $100 a council meeting,
$100 kind of all inclusive, really.
you
Yeah.
know, and not pay for every little meeting we have. Which
Well,
I-
and that was my example. I didn't even have the workshops in there at the $100 a shot. If you did 5 special sessions and 24 regular meetings, which we only do 23, but do 24 special sessions, that's $2,900.
but see, that's is the $100 a council meeting covers all of that. You don't get $100 every time a quorum gets together.
Well, you do with a special session. That's in the, that's
Yeah.
what's in the.
Special meeting, yes.
That's in the resolution. It says
Yeah,
regular and special sessions.
which we didn't have very many of them, did we? Special,
We had a couple, I think, and we've been paid for those special sessions, I believe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, you know, it's when the mayor calls a meeting, that's, to me, is a special session, not because we wanna be involved in the budget process. That's not a special session because we've chosen to be involved with that. If the council doesn't wanna be involved, they can say, hey, just bring us a budget, we'll rubber stamp it, and then we'll all complain for the next 12 months. We didn't have any input into it. That's the way it used to be done, right, Carl?
Correct. So back to where we were, or back where you are, I should say. I see your view, and I see your view. Do you wanna go ahead and do it what we did with the prior one, and go back and with the committee?
It doesn't matter to me.
I mean, we need to work out, and I know when you guys talked that night, I was listening at your meeting, I know you meant $100 conclusive with these other things in there, so it wasn't per meeting, but which needs to be redone, because I know how it says in there, but just let the past be the past. It didn't happen. We told her that it wasn't gonna happen that way. So that ordinance needs to be tweaked also, to the point where if you feel, that anytime there's a quorum, whether it be a budget meeting or be a work session or special special meeting's already covered by, if the mayor calls a special meeting or whatever, that's already covered. So
But you call it workshops as well.
correct,
So,
call the workshops.
They're all, anything that the mayor's calling is a quorum requirement. 'Cause you're typically not gonna call the committee meetings. Those are done
Correct,
by the chairs.
chairs, and, because
Yeah.
precisely, yeah, it was set up that way, so we don't have a quorum. That's
Right,
correct, John.
right.
That's correct.
No,